Welcome back to the stream. So for today's stream, we are gonna be studying about calculus, basic calculus, since we have an exam tomorrow about basic calculus. It's our finals. So as a grade 11 student, this is my finals in basic calculus. Earlier we've had our general chemistry finals and personal development finals. Personally, I'm not pretty confident with my general chemistry score because because at first I started to answer it easily, but then I realized that some of my formulas are wrong. So there was only around 30 minutes left, I think, and there's still a lot of numbers that I had yet to change. So I started to rush to change all of the problems that had the wrong formula in, but I still managed to do it. But the teacher gave us an extension of like 20 minutes. During the 20 minutes, he said that number 3 and number 6, you need to use the ideal gas law. And so I've thought that my answer was wrong because I used the combined gas law. So I used the ideal gas law, but I didn't take into consideration that the combined law was better. So the ending was my first answer, which was the answer I solved from the combined gas law, was actually correct. But then when I changed it, I got it wrong. So yeah, pretty sad, pretty devastating loss. It really hurt me because each number is 5 items, and if you get everything wrong, you only get 2 points, and it's up to 55, I think. So I don't think I'm gonna get a high score. Maybe around 40, 30 plus, 40 plus. It makes me sad, man. But I tried my best. It's just that I was a bit careless, I guess the most important lesson I learned is that you need to be more careful next time. Become more responsible, and also don't be overconfident. Just because you listen to the discussion and you study doesn't mean that you're gonna get it right. So being careful is still the best thing to do. And also super advanced study, or just don't give around 1 hour study, give it more time, 3 hours, 4 hours, so that you don't forget it. I didn't forget the formula, but I just became careless, and that's the biggest mistake that I've done. Also, for personal development, I have also, well, I think it's my score there's gonna be better than my Gen Chem score, but still I thought that the parts of the brain wasn't part, because I remember that our teacher said that the parts of the brain wasn't included in the exam na. And so I didn't study for it. And so there was 5 items that said parts of the brain, and yeah, that's why the left hemisphere is supposed to be your logical reasoning brain, while your right hemisphere of your brain corresponds to your non-verbal, I think your like imagination or something. But instead I switched them both. Then also I've got it wrong, and like the medulla is the oldest part of the brain stem, because like I thought that the medulla is part of the 4 parts of brain, so I thought it was kind of in the higher side. But it said that the medulla is the oldest part of the brainstem, and it is the base of the brainstem. And so I thought that since the brainstem starts at our spinal column here at our back, at our lower back, it cannot be the base, right? Since the medulla is supposed to be up. That was my logic, but I was wrong. So yeah, but the last it was more of an essay type, although it's up to 45. 25 items is the true or false, and the rest is essay. I think I did pretty good in essay. I filled all of the paper that was available. Yeah. So yeah, I really want this session to be really productive. I hope that I will be able to perfect the exam tomorrow, since uh, this really means a lot to me. I really want to perfect my exam since this is our finals na. I want to retain my grade, my high grade. I don't want to make it lower, but yeah. Wait, you can't hear me? You can't hear me? You can't hear me? You can't hear me? Hello, 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 hello. Can you hear me now? Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. All right. So I've been talking earlier and you didn't hear me, guys. So basically, what happened today was that today was our general chemistry and also our personal development exam, and I'm not pretty confident about my scores in general chemistry because at first I was answering it really easily, like I answered it in a breeze, but then suddenly I realized that a lot of numbers I forgot to include something in the formula, so I changed it back, but there was only 30 minutes left, but I still finished it, I guess, with the time that we had, and also we had a 20-minute more extension. But then I realized, but during the 20 minutes, our advisor said that at number 3 and 6, you need to use the ideal gas formula. And I already had an answer. I used the combined gas formula, so I thought it was wrong. So I tried to use the ideal gas formula, but the ending was that my first answer, which was derived from the combined gas, was actually correct, but the wrong one is my new answer, which is from the ideal gas though. So yeah, that hurts since each problem is 5 points and it's up to 55. It really hurts. Oh my gosh. But I guess I tried my best. The lesson that I learned from that experience was that I need to be more responsible and more careful whenever I make decisions, and especially in exams and also my life choices, I guess. And also, you can't be too overconfident because I wasn't expecting that the question was that tricky. So yeah. Also, trust your guts. That's the reason why I got it wrong, because I didn't trust my guts. But yeah. For the personal development exam, I think I did better in there compared to general chemistry. But the only problem is that I thought that our teacher said that the parts of the brain isn't gonna be included, because who puts parts of the brain in like social what do you call this, like social like just something social studies, and like there was 5 items talking about the parts of the brain. I think I got 2 right, I got 3 wrong. The left hemisphere is supposed to be for your speaking, mathematical logic, and your right hemisphere of your brain is supposed to be like uh, your creativeness and imagination, something like that. But I switched up the answer, so my answer was switch, and also the medulla. I thought that the medulla was located the upper side of our body, but it seems I was wrong because it said that uh, the medulla is the oldest part of the brain, and I thought it was right. Yeah, that is right. But it said that it is located in the base of the spinal cord, spinal column, which is like, like in our like above our ass, in our back. And so I thought that if the medulla is located up above, then it shouldn't become the base of the brainstem. And so that's my fatal mistake. But still, I'm gonna be streaming my study session tonight, guys. I hope that this study session will be productive. I want to perfect the exam in basic calculus since it is the last exam na naman. This is the last, this is our finals na. And I want to retain my grade. So yeah, I hope that I can do this. So before we start the stream, let us pray. In the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Alright, guys. So, the reason why I wanted to stream this, because one of my classmates wanted me to do a tutorial. And so, I should post a tutorial video. But first, I gotta blur the screen since I have to go to Messenger. Alright, guys, what am I doing now? Let's see. Okay, I guess we can start. So it says here that a tangent line to the function f of x at the point x, so we see here, is a line that just touches the graph of the function at the point in question and is parallel in some way to the graph at that point. So we can see that this and this is parallel and they are touching in 2 points. So 1, 2. So, derivatives, this is the fundamental formula. The derivative of a function is easier if you use the rules. But in our case, the way our teacher gives an exam is that I mean examples is that or quizzes is that she lets us solve for a derivative of a function using the fundamental method and also using the rules. So we have to be well versed in both concepts. So I think that the most complicated part in this lesson will be the fundamental formula, since by the use of rules you can easily get the derivative, but by the use of this fundamental formula, I guess it helps some people that likes to manually solve something, but I'm not a masochist, so I don't appreciate it. Wait. Wait lang. You can't see what I'm streaming pala. I'm sorry. It's there. So let's start again. So the derivatives of a function again. This is the fundamental formula. So here, f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h as the limit approaches to 0. So this is the fundamental formula. It is much more complicated than using rules, but we need to use this because our teacher is gonna give us an example or a function that we have to answer using the fundamental formula. So let me give you an example. We don't need to look at Cerebro for how they answered it. It's a bit complicated, but instead I'll do it myself in Paint. Sige. Let us just do this. So for example, here we have 2x squared. I have to define muna. So, f of x siya. So f of x is equals to 2x squared minus 16x plus 35. So here, this looks bad. Wait lang. I have to delete this. It looks like a 3. Ang hirap pag sa mouse. Ayan. Now the formula in the fundamental, I have to make it, I guess, color red na lang para madali. So this is the formula of the fundamental. So f of x plus h minus f of x over h. So this is our fundamental formula. Now, to solve for this, we have to substitute our values here. Since nakikita mo naman yung f of x dito, f of x plus h. So, kailangan, you can see here the first term is 2x squared. So, ayan. So, yung f is, we don't include this. We do actually. So, here na lang. If you see a number like a coefficient, so 2 yung coefficient here, we put it at the front. Tapos, we copy the formula, x plus h. So, x, we have here x. X plus h. Since we see that raised to the power of 2, here, this is 2x squared, we copy the exponent. Tapos, same thing again, since there is a constant number, a whole number, we place it here at the front. Tapos, maglagay tayo ng another parenthesis, tapos i-copy natin yung x plus h. Gagawin natin to we will keep putting, since wala siyang squared, so ganyan lang siya kasi raised to 1 yan, raised to 1. So we have to do this for each term. So ayan, first term to x squared, ito siya, 2x plus h squared. Ito naman, 16x plus h. Next is the 35. So what are we gonna do with 35? Since yung nakalagay sa formula, the one in the formula says na yung ilalagyan natin na x plus h are may x. So wala namang x tayo na nakikita, so we just copy plus 35. Ayan. And then we copy the formula. Siguro lagyan na lang natin ng bracket para ma-separate sila. Then we minus it with f of x. What's our f of x? This 2x squared minus 16x plus 35. So, next step, kailangan natin i-simplify. We need to simplify it. So, we need to solve for this first. How do we solve for this? So, it's madali lang naman. We have 2 times 2 times x is 2x, right? But it is squared, so we have to put squared here. Then we need to plus again 2h, copy the squared, then sige na lang, para mas madali siguro, let's just do the FOIL method, I guess. Baka kasi may hirap. Ay, never mind, wag na lang. Actually, let's not do the FOIL method. So as you can see, again, 2 times x is 2x squared, so we copy it. 2 times h, FOIL method, diba? So this is the shortcut. 2 times h is 2h squared. Now next, we have to we have to square this. So 2 squared is 4. Then times to the both of them is xh. So ayan. If you want it to be easier, pwede siyang ganito. So we have x plus h, ayan, so x times x, it's x squared. FOIL method, diba? First, then outer, x times h is xh. Now this h times x is hx. Then outer, h times h is h squared. Now since we have these values already, we combine like terms. So xh and xh are similar terms, so we combine them. Magiging ano siya, 2x, ay shit, wait, I'll just sorry for I'll just increase the canvas size. So ayan, so since may similar terms tayo, xh and hx, we're gonna combine them, creating 2xh. Ayan. Tapos let's just copy this to x squared plus sign h2. So yung value ng x plus h squared is x squared plus 2xh plus h2. Now since may 2 tayo dito sa unahan, we have to multiply everything by 2. So now we have 2 times x squared, it's gonna give us 2x squared. 2 times 2xh is gonna give us 4xh. Okay. Next is here 2h2. So basically same pala din naman yung answer natin. Ayan, now we have, then we copy, we have to times this na. So negative 16 times x, it's gonna give us negative 16x. Negative 16 plus h, it's gonna give us negative 16h. Tapos let's copy 35 plus 35. So ayan, so we've already simplified it. Ayan, then let's copy this, minus 2x squared minus 16x plus 35. So may parenthesis yan. So what we have to do now is we can simplify this. Wait lang, I'll increase the canvas size. So since we have to put parenthesis pala, I forgot. Now to solve for this, we have to times negative to all of them. So negative times 2x squared, that's gonna give us negative 2x squared. Negative times negative 16x, that's gonna give us positive 16x. Then negative times 35, positive 35 is gonna give us negative 35. Ayan. Now we combine like terms. So we see here that 2x squared is same term, same, pwede makombine sa negative 2x squared. Now we cancel them since the answer is 0. Then here we have 16x. So positive, negative, this is cancelled out. So 35 also. And now we're only left with 2h squared minus 4xh minus 16h over h. So what we do here is just simple. Follow me, follow me. Now we have to factor out this. To factor this out, we can put 2 outside. Now if we put 2 outside, never mind, not 2. Since maraming h, there's a lot of h, we can just factor h, we put it outside para we reduce the number of h. So since h squared siya, magiging 2h na lang siya. Then ito magiging negative 4x na lang. Since h is removed na entirely. Tapos minus 16. Ayan. Now divided by h. Now we can cancel h na. But we can't do that yet. Because now we can pala. Now we just have to put here muna. So 4x. Okay, positive pala to. So tama tayo kanina. So positive 4x. Oh shit. 4x plus 2h minus 16. To get the derivative, we have to Since yung formula ng fundamental is, tignan nyo, look, h is approaches to 0. So that means na our h we will substitute h to 0. To 0. Now 2 times 0 is 0. So we're only left with 4x plus 0 minus 16, or 4x minus 16. Now this is the derivative, yung derivative ng ano. Yes, this is by using the fundamental. But we use the rules. Ayan the rules. Ayan the rules. We use the rules. Wait. I have to maneuver everything. So here, if we use the rule, we have to times the exponent to the coefficient 4, then copy, then subtract. So it's gonna be 1, but we don't include the 1. Now same thing again. There's a 1 coefficient here, so we times it with 16. It's gonna be still 16, but x. But now it doesn't have an exponent, 0. So since 0, x, anything raised to 0 is 1. So 0, x to the 0 is 1. So it's the same thing as 16 times 1. So the answer is still 16. Plus nothing, kasi all constant is equals to 0. So by using the rules, we were able to get the derivative much more quickly than using the fundamental. So here again, ito yung tips. When you see something that's higher, when you see an exponent that's higher than 1, so 2 and above, you multiply it with the coefficient. Then here 2 times 2 is 4. Here 2 times 2 is 4. Then you subtract 1 from the exponent. Now it's only gonna be 4x. But if you see anything that's less than 2 but has an x, so x raised to 1, then we just remove the x. We just only copied the number. But if we see a number only, then that is equals to 0. Okay. So where do we start? That was just a brief introduction. That's not really our main topic today. Shoot. Our main topic today is, it's part of the main topic, pero yung pinaka-focus natin is yung trigonometric derivative. So where is it? So here. So for the rule number 1, it says that when you want to find the derivative of sine, it says that if you want to get the derivative of, the brush sucks. It says that if you want to get the derivative of sine, then it's gonna be equals to cosine u. So ganito siya. If we're getting for the derivative of sine u, then it's gonna be equals to cos u times multiplied by multiplied by u prime. So for example, we have sine 2x. The derivative of that is cosine u. So the RU value is this 2x. So anything that's other than sine, next to them is the u. So the derivative of that is going to be, derivative of that is going to be cosine, then we put a parenthesis, then copy the u, 2x multiplied by the u prime. So the u primes mean the derivative of the u. So since our u is 2x, as I said before, if anything, the exponent of x is anything less than 2, then we remove the x. Now we have times 2. Only 2 remains. Yes, now this is our answer. So this is our answer. We put 2 in the front. 2 cos 2x. Ayan. Okay. If you want something more complex, let's an example. Let's try another example. For example, my value, there is a value before the sign. So for example, we get 45 sine 3x squared. So what's gonna be the derivative of this? So for now, I'll try to give you a minute to answer it. Alright? Okay na? So are you done answering? Ayan, if you're done answering, let's answer this together. So I'm gonna be using a brush na lang. So we have to put cos u. Since there's a number before the sign, we have to copy it. So 45 cos. Since the derivative of sine is cos, here cos. Then we have to copy the u and put it in a parenthesis next to cos times u prime. So u prime, if we get the derivative of 3x squared, 2 times 3 is 6. 6x. 2 minus 1 is 1. That's negligible. So 6x. Ayan. Now, for the next step, we need to put the 6x on the front. Since there's already a number on the front, then we have to multiply them. So we have 45 times 6. So we get 0, 3. So 24, 27. We got 270. So we got 270. We get 270x cos 3x squared. So this is gonna be our final answer. So just summary, if a value is before the trigonometric ratio, so 45 is before sine, we have to put it we have to put it before the cos, not after, because after the cos is only the u. So if something is before them, we have to place them before them also. And again, the u is 3x squared. If we get the derivative, it's gonna be 6x, just like this. Then we have to times 6x to 45. So because we want 6x to be in front. So 6x times 45 is 270x. Then we have to copy this. Now we have that. Okay. So I have to give another complex example. Last one, because maybe this will show up in the exam. Sign also. So here is my ayan, plus sine 2x. So as you can see here, it looks really hard, right? But if there comes a time where you need to get the derivative of a trigonometric function, but there's two trigonometric ratio, then you need to focus first on the first one, then the second one. You need to separate them. So 45 sin, that's gonna be 45 cos, as we've learned earlier. 45 cos 4x cubed, 4x cubed. In this case, if there's more than one term, we just copy the highest term and we place it there. But when we get the u prime, we need to include everything. So the u prime is 4 times 3, 12. It's gonna be 12x squared minus 2. Yan. Then we have to times 45 times 12. This is gonna be maute. 45 times, you know what? It's really hard using my mouse. Let's just use the calculator para mas mabilis. What the freak? So we have 45 times 12. We got 540. So we got 540 x squared. Now we hiwalay negative 2. Then cosine 4x cubed. We put the negative 2 here. So ayan. This is gonna be our first function answer. And we have to plus it, the derivative of sine 2x. So the derivative of sine 2x is mental na lang. We can do it mental. 2 cos 2x. Ayan. So I'll give you time, guys. I'll give you 2 minutes to answer this question. So you gotta take your screenshot. Then we're gonna check it in 2 minutes. Alright? So, time's up. So, what answer did you guys get? Alright? So, actually, the correct answer is... we already have the correct answer. So, this is already the correct answer. So, when you see when you're asked to find the derivative of a trigonometric function where is two trigonometric ratio, you see a plus sign or a minus sign, you actually don't need to do anything about them. So you just copy the plus sign, then you add the derivative of the second trigonometric function. So this is our answer, guys. So this is our answer. Yes, that's right. This is our answer. I'm not so sure, but the last time I learned about this is the correct answer. So let's try again to see if this is actually correct. So we have 45 sine 4x raised to 3 minus 2x plus 3 plus sine 2x. This is 540 squared cos 4x cubed minus 2 plus 2 cos 2x. So we're actually really correct. Very correct. Okay. So yeah, that's it for sine. Let's move on to cos. Let's move on to cosine. I'll just increase the canvas size once again. So we have to select this, then a cut. Alright. Now, siguro for the next example, it's gonna be a lot more easier to understand. So, the second rule is that the derivative of cosine u is equals to negative sine u times u prime. So, u prime. Ayan, so this is the formula. So, just to give a quick, easy example, if you're asked to, for example, get the derivative of cosine 7x. So, as we've learned earlier, the formula, now it's gonna be negative sine 7x 7. Now, what do you do here? Since negative is in the front and we need the 7 to go in front, we multiply 7 with negative. It's gonna be negative 7 sine of 7x. And this is our answer. So, yeah. Now, let's move on to the more complex example. So, okay, I'll make it really complicated. So, just as we learned earlier, so for example, we had 10 here, or maybe 100 na lang. Cos 7x to the 5th minus 4x cubed minus 2x squared plus 2x minus 17. Now, what is the derivative of this? So, as I said earlier, when you see something that is before the trigonometric ratio, you put it before them. So, since the derivative of cosine u is negative sine, then we need to put 100 away before the negative sign u times u prime. Next, we have to solve. Let's get the derivative of this first. So we have 7 times 5, we get 35x to the fourth minus 4 times 3, 12. 12x squared minus 2x squared, 4x plus 2x plus 2. So we have the derivative na. Next, we just input it. Now we have 100. Oh shoot, wait. 100 minus sine. As I said earlier, if we put it the u here, we don't need to include everything here, just the highest valued term. So 7x fifth, then times u prime. U prime is 35x to the fourth minus 12x squared minus 4x plus 2. So ayan. Now we have to place this except for the constant in the front, just like we said earlier. What is this? Number 2. Ayan. So we have to place it. Now, we cannot place it before the 100 since the 100 is before the cos here. So we have to place it here. So 35x to the fourth times negative. Let's just copy this. It is equals to negative 35x to the fourth. Then again, then again, negative 12x squared times negative, we get positive 12x squared. Wait, do we need to? I think we do. I'm not sure if the operations are the same. Positive 4x, then sine 7x fifth, then we copy the constant 2 plus 2. So is this the correct answer? Let us recheck. Okay, nothing wrong with using Mathway to check our answers. We can also obviously learn a lot. 7x to the fifth minus 4x to the cube, 4x cubed minus 2x squared plus 2x minus 17. I get what you're saying. So it says here that when there is something before the cos, then we cannot neglect it right away. So we have to times the 35 to 100 here. 35 times 100 is 3,500. Got negative 3,500. We copy the x cube, x to the fourth. Then sine 7x to the fifth. So actually, I learned something new. Alright. This is very good. And this negative 12x squared, we place it in the front. Alright. So I get the rule na. So this is maybe identity rule. When there's a lot of complicated numbers, and you see something before the trigonometric ratio, which is 100 here, you have to times the highest degree of your derivative of u derivative. This is the highest term, diba? We need to multiply the highest term to the number here. That's gonna give us this number, 3,500x to the fourth. Next is that the second highest term, we copy it and place it in front. Since 100 is not here anymore, we need someone to replace him, and that is the second highest term. 2x, 12x squared. Now, we just copy this, the sign, we just copy this. Then, for the rest here, we place it in the back or in the front. It's okay, either way. So, this is how you get the answer. Alright, that's good to know. I'm not the only one learning. We're all learning. So, yeah. So, again, I'll try to give an example na naman. So, let's say, another example similar to that. Let's say, 25 cos 5x to the third power, 5x cubed plus 4x squared plus 17. For some reason, I like 17. I don't know. To get the derivative, again, the derivative of cos is negative sign. Alright. Next step, we place the 25, negative sin, then we copy the highest term value, 5x cubed. Now let's get the derivative of this. So 5 times 3, that's gonna give us 15x squared, 4x squared. 4 times 2 is 8. So this only gonna be x8, 8x pala. Then since it's a constant, 0 yan. Okay, now we get 15x squared plus 8x. Now to do this, we need to multiply the highest value to the first term. So 25 times 15, let's see, 25 times 15, shoot, that's not the time sign, 375. Wait lang ha, I have to erase this. Alright, back to the topic. So we have 375. First, we put this, copy, negative 375 sine 5x cubed plus 8x. So this is our answer. Let's us try to recheck. So 25 cos 5x cubed plus 4x squared plus 17 is, tada! We got it right! Yay! So negative 375 sine, we forgot the x squared. Careless. So 15x squared times 25, 375 x squared. That's what I said earlier, guys. I'm a little bit careless, but we can learn a thing from me, so less careless. So 15x squared again, we multiply the highest value to the one in the front, which is gonna give us 375x squared sine of 5x cubed plus 8x. Ayan. So, do you finally get it, guys? So, that's it for cosine. Let's proceed to the next rule. Tangent. Tangent is the exciting... Tangent is really fun. Really fun, bro. It's really fun. Super fun. Let's delete this if I may. I forgot. And let's delete. Let's cut. Ayan. So next, we have here tangent, our good boy tangent. So it says here that the derivative of tangent is equals to secant squared. This is the derivative of tangent, which is secant squared. So since tan is secant squared. So to give an example, easy example again, say tan 2x. Now derivative of that is secant squared, so now it's gonna be 2 sec squared 2x. Now why again? As I said earlier, just get the derivative, which is 2. Now we place the 2 here at the front, then secant squared, copy the u. Alright, and now we get it. Let's try a simpler but more complicated but still simple example. So we have here 4x cubed plus 5x squared. To get the derivative of that, again, is equals to negative, is equal to secant squared. So we have first to get the derivative. The derivative of this is around 4 times 3 is 12, so 12x squared plus 5 times 2, 10. That's it. And the derivative is secant squared. Then we just have to copy the highest value here in the u, which is 4x cubed. And now we have to place the u. So the highest one, 12x squared, goes in the front, while the whole number only goes in the back. But you can combine them. You can put 10 here if you may. But I like putting it at the back. Ayan, okay. Now let's try a really complicated example. We love complicated examples, right? Who doesn't love that? So for example, I've got here 5 lang para easy. We got here 5 tan 4x fifth 4x to the fifth plus 3x to the fourth plus 3x squared plus 700. Let's say 700. Let's just get the derivative para mas easy. So 4 times 5 we got 20. 20x fourth to the fourth plus 3 times 4 12x cubed plus 3 times 2 6 6x na lang, then constant is 0 siya, so we don't include that. Okay, now the derivative is secant squared. Now you have to put secant squared first, then put the highest value in the given. So 4x to the 5th. Place it here next to secant squared. 4x to the 5th. Now, since we have 5 here, multiply the highest value in the derivative to the number that is before the trigonometric ratio. So 20 times 5, x to the 4th is gonna give us, since 20 times 5 is 100, then we just copy the x to the 4th. Okay, now we just need to place it here. So, this time I'll just combine them so it won't be hard na. 6x secant squared 4x to the 5th. So this is the answer. Let's recheck. So 5 tan 4x to the 5th plus 3x to the 4th plus 3x squared plus 700 So, as we said earlier, the derivative is correct. 12x plus 3, it's okay. It's correct still. Yes. So, we got it right. This is the answer. Alright, now let's proceed to the next rule. But before that, I have to take a short break muna. Wait lang. Oops. Sheesh. Konbanwa pare. And alright, let's proceed to the next rule. So for our next rule, we have cotangent. The derivative of a cotangent is equals to negative cosecant squared. Yes, that's right. So cotangent u is equals, the derivative of that is equals to negative cosecant squared u times u prime. Next, let's just give a quick example again. So we have example cot 9x 9x. That doesn't look like a 9, but it's fine. 9x is equals to negative 9 CSC squared. Ay, what the heck? Why is my thingy like that? So, this is the answer. Cosecant, yan. Why? You get the derivative of that, you get 9. Then, here, 9 will be here, right? We times it with negative, magiging negative 9. CSC squared. And then we just copy the u, which is 9x pala. Why is it 4? 9x. Yan. Hope that was simple enough. If it wasn't simple, I'll give another simple example. So we got cot tangent to x. So the u, we have 2x. U prime. Derivative of 2x is 2. Now we just have to input. So negative CSC squared. Copy the u. This is a parenthesis. Copy the u. 2x. What the heck? Why is my mouse like that? 2x. Then the 2 will be here. We times it, but we need to place it in the front. So it's going to be, we place it in the front. There. Easy, right? Let's try a more complicated example. We love that, guys. We love complicatedness. Example lessons. 72 degrees. Are you kidding me? That's pretty hot for a laptop. It's like I'm gaming, but yeah. So for example, we have I want to make this as complicated as possible. I want to make this the most complicated that we've done today. Let's see. The problem with that is the marker size is too big. We just do 1000 cotangent. Let's give a hard example. I know some people might like it because like they're a masochist, but you know, whatever floats your boat. So for example, 2x 8 to the 8 minus 4x to the 7 plus 5x to the 6 plus 4x to the 5th minus 3x squared plus 769. Ayan. So, if we look at this, it's not really that hard. I guess it's hard when we just look at it. If you analyze it, it's gonna be easy. First, just get the derivative of this. So, 2 times 8, that leaves us with 16. Derivative of that, 16x7 minus 4 times 7 is 28. Minus 1 yung 7. That na lang. Have to add plus 5 times 6, 30. What the heck is my mouse doing? 30 x to the 5th plus 4 times 5. Here 4 times 5 is 20x to the 4th. Now we subtract 3 times 2, 6. 6x. That's the derivative. Now let's put it into test. So the derivative of cotangent is negative cosecant squared. You just put, what the heck's happening to my mouse? It's weird. Now we just have to copy the one that is the highest value. So it's 2x to the 8. So 2x to the 8. There. Next, we place 1,000 before this thingy. The rule is, for now, let's just place it here. The derivative muna. The derivative is 16x 7 minus 28 x to the 6th plus 30 x to the 5th. The 5 looks bad. Plus 20x to the 4th minus 6x. So first thing we have to do, since we have 1,000 before this, we need to get rid of the number before, because our final answer, nothing needs to be before. Basta ganun. Now we have to multiply the highest value in our derivative to 1,000. So 16x to the 7 times 1,000. It's gonna give us 16,000 x to the 7. Next, the second highest exponent, second highest value is negative 28x to the 6th. We place it before this. So negative 28x to the 6th. Next, we just copy the CSC. Alright, CSC squared parentheses 2x to the 8. Next is the values that we're left with is 30x to the 5th. So we have to add plus 30x to the 5th plus 20x to the 4th minus 6x. Now the conditions are fulfilled, but we forgot there's a negative sign. We place it here. So this is our final answer. This is our final answer. So to check now, we have to go to our friend again. So our friend, our study companion is Matway. What the heck happened? So we have 1,000 cot 2x to the 8th minus 4x to the 7th plus 5x to the 6th plus 4x to the 5th minus 3x squared plus 769. Alright. So the derivative of that, once again, here, negative 28x to the 6th, so check, plus 30x to the 5th, check, plus 20x to the 4th, check, minus 16,000 x to the 7th, check, CSC squared 2x of 2x to the 8th, check, negative 6x, check. So overall, our answer is correct. This is the beauty of derivatives. Derivatives are really cool and fascinating. Who doesn't like derivatives? It's fun to solve. You know, it might seem complicated, but the process is just fairly simple. In the first place, can you see my screen? Yes, you can. Alright. Okay. First, we have to hide. I just want to take a break muna. I'll eat something first. I'm watching the stream, my own stream right now. I look pretty goofy. Mm. 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 Wait, wait. I'm back on track, baby. Okay, let's see. I guess that's just it for now, guys. I want to study personally for now so I can focus more. Sige, guys. Thank you